we'll take this loss, and you know what, the chances of us but we have to play them again 2 more times, and now isn't the right time to beat them anyway. So we talked about that and talked about that, it's a full effort, and we did have some defensive lapses, and those defensive lapses were initially what hurt us in the second half. Again, free throw line was our struggle. And if we make those, and we did struggle making some layups in the first half, but we could have been at the free throw line a little bit more, 2 in the second half, but we just got to knock those down, and I don't think it's going to take any wind out of our sails going down to play DuPage on Saturday. I think it still helps us with our momentum.
What was the biggest difference? Was it just the defensive lapses? What was the biggest difference that you saw from the coaching perspective between the first half, as I mentioned, you guys leading them pretty much throughout the first half, and then the second half, the tide kind of turning pretty early in that you guys were struggling to make some shots too? We
were struggling to make shots, and then on that, when we don't make a shot, we can't get into our full court, and they just slowed it down. We wanted it to be up tempo, and they're slowing it down hurt us a little bit. However, again, we didn't knock down the shots that we were making in the first half, and then a couple lapses on some penetration and trying to keep them out of the middle hurt us.
What's the biggest positive that you take from, what you saw out there moving forward?
We just competed for 40 minutes with the #1 team in the country, and we've got to take that away from it. We were right there, and it came down to not making shots and not making free throws, and a couple defensive lapses for probably 2 minutes in the whole game that killed us, and we can live with that because that's something we can change. So.
You don't have Gabrielle Hood out there. She's got an ankle injury or a lower leg injury. Give us kind of an update on her status, when you expect her back, and maybe what impact that could have had in this game.
That would have been huge. We'd had one more guard and a ball handler. But we've played without her before, and I think in both games that we've played without her, different people have stepped up. However, we don't know when she'll be back. We're hoping Saturday. She's made some good strides this week, but hoping Saturday, and then we've got 3 games next week. So if not Saturday, I'm sure she'll appear in something next week.
How evident was your depth tonight from your coaching side of things?
We've had that all year, and if we could have had one more guard to blow a couple people a couple more times, I think we would have been okay. And missing that one more person, I think, hurt us for about 2 minutes. But something we can get over, something that'll change, obviously, as we go along here. So, proud of them.
Finally, tough road stretch coming up. You guys don't return home to play a home game until the 8th against Milwaukee. What are the keys to kind of keeping the flow of how you guys have been playing on probably, I think, what is maybe your longest road stretch of the season?
Yeah, 5 games, I think we play on the road here. Just keeping our momentum going, doing what we do, practicing well, carrying over into games, keeping people healthy, getting people healthy will be a big thing for us. Next week's 3 games, getting people rested.